one more game. What's going on, everybody? Spunky1991 coming guys another video. Coming at you guys with my Super Bowl 59 preview. The AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs, defending two-time Super Bowl champions. You know, they've won the Super Bowl the last 2 years. Trying to be the first team to three-peat in NFL history. Going up against my Philadelphia Eagles, the NFC champions, trying to win their second Lombardi Trophy in franchise history. Playing the Kansas City Chiefs for the second time in the Super Bowl in 3 years. Last time the Chiefs and the Eagles played in Super Bowl 57. Of course, we all know the Chiefs came down with that. They came out with that win. That was the beginning of this three-peat attempt by the Kansas City Chiefs. Eagles do not want to be. They do not want to fall fool to victim to losing to the Chiefs. Twice in the three-peat. They don't want to be the team that lost to them twice. So yeah, New Orleans, Louisiana, the Caesar Superdome is going down. It is going down. When these two teams last played each other in Super Bowl 57, definitely different teams. Overall, like especially the Eagles secondary. This year we got some great young guys like Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean in our secondary now. It's definitely a much more improved secondary. This Eagles team, from a talent standpoint, I feel like it's much more talented than that 2022 team that went to the Super Bowl and of course lost to the Chiefs. They're much more talented than that 2017 team that went to the Super Bowl and beat the New England Patriots in 2018. But ultimately, it doesn't matter how talented you are. Only thing that matters is do you win, and ultimately that's what they're going to be judged by. Of course, one of the biggest differences as well is back in 2022, the Eagles did not have Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley is only 30 yards away from breaking the record for most rushing yards in a season, including the playoffs. Of course, as we know, he did not break the single season record because he did not play the last game of the season against the New York Giants. But he has a chance to break Terrell Davis' record of most yards in the season, including the playoffs. If he only needs 30 yards to do that, and he could very well get that on the first his first carry of the game. Do I expect him to burst off for a 30-yard run right away? Not against this defense, but 30 yards is definitely not. That's definitely a very attainable goal for him to get. He's going up against the Kansas City Chiefs defense. Steve Spagnuolo, the defensive coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs defense, they have not allowed a 100-yard rusher except for Lamar Jackson, but no running back has had 100 yards rushing on this defense. I think Saquon Barkley is going to get over 100 yards rushing against this Kansas City Chiefs defense. I honestly do believe that it's going to be the Eagles O-line versus the Kansas City Chiefs D-line. Chris Jones, defensive tackle for the Kansas City Chiefs, is arguably the best defensive tackle in the league. Him and Jalen Carter, definitely Eagles defensive tackle Jalen Carter, definitely the two best defensive tackles in the league. I'm going to stick with the reverse psychology. Obviously, I do believe strongly in the Eagles, but reverse psychology has been working for me all season. So, at this point, the way I look at it is, if it ain't broke, why try to fix it? I got Kansas City win this game by a score of 30-27, late field goal. Like I said, that's reverse psychology. Just hoping the opposite happened. Keys to victory are very simple. This game starts with the trenches, big men up front, offensive line, defensive line. Those guys set the tone for the game. Defensive line has got to make sure that we take away the running game of the Kansas City Chiefs. You got Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt. Isaiah Pacheco is the main back. He's been dealing with some injuries. Kareem Hunt is the short yardage back. They also use Samaje Perine quite a bit as well at running back, as you know, for them. We got to take away that running game of the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going up against one of the best quarterback in the league, in my opinion, Patrick Mahomes. When it's all said and done, this guy right here could be the greatest quarterback of all time, trying to win his fourth Super Bowl, third straight Super Bowl. Yeah, he gonna be a tough challenge. Got to make sure that we take away the running game. Got to Patrick Mahomes is no Jalen Hurts when it comes to his legs. He's no Lamar Jackson, but Patrick Mahomes is one of those guys that definitely can scramble, and he definitely can hurt you with his legs. But we're more concerned about his arm. Like I said, best quarterback in the league today, has a rocket of an arm, of course, and he has some great weapons in this game to throw to. Marquise Hollywood Brown, DeAndre Hopkins, Juju Smith-Schuster, and Justin Watson at wide receiver for the Chiefs. Definitely some Xavier Worthy is another guy that they have at wide receiver as well, that we have to make sure are account for at all times. I personally feel pretty good when it comes to our secondary up against these guys. I feel good with Quinyon Mitchell, Cooper DeJean, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, Big Play Slay, Darius Slay, of course. I feel pretty good with our secondary up against their receivers, but these guys are definitely playmakers and could definitely hurt you. Of course, tight end for the Kansas City Chiefs, a guy that is arguably the best tight end in NFL history. I don't quite put him as the best in NFL history, but you could definitely make the argument for him. Definitely the best tight end in the game today. I'm talking about, of course, Travis Kelce, who is a safety blanket for Patrick Mahomes. When Patrick Mahomes is in trouble, he looks for number 87 down the field, and the 87 makes it happen. And we got to make sure that, we have him covered at all times. I expect Zach Bond, and Owen Burks, those guys, to really keep a close eye on 87 throughout the game, because, like I said, he's one of those guys that if you allow him to get open in the middle of the field, he could definitely hurt you. And that is definitely the safety blanket of Patrick Mahomes. Their offense is not the same when they don't have him out there. Definitely a future Hall of Famer, no doubt about it. He's definitely gonna be a big challenge for our defense to hold the keep in check. Plain and simple, man, we gotta get to Patrick Mahomes. We have got to get the pressure on Patrick Mahomes. We cannot allow him to feel comfortable in that pocket. We got to hit him early. We got to do it legally, of course, because Patrick Mahomes, of course, is one of those quarterbacks that the referees will throw a flag in a heartbeat if you go too low, or what they consider roughing the passer. So we got to make sure that we get pressure on Patrick Mahomes. Do not let him get comfortable, because once he gets comfortable, it's a long day for your defense. Of course, Eagles former head coach Andy Reid, of course, is the Kansas City Chiefs head coach now. Has won 3 Super Bowl with the Kansas City Chiefs. Like the team, of course, trying to win 3 straight Super Bowls. But the Eagles will have something to say about that on Sunday night. And fingers crossed, of course, that the Eagles are the spoiler to the Chiefs' quest to three-peat. Nobody's ever done it, but let's make sure that stays the case after Sunday night. Like I said, it starts with the trenches up front. When it comes to the Eagles offense, got to get the running game going early with Saquon Barkley. He's going to be challenged quite a bit in this game. Chris Jones is an absolute monster of a defensive tackle. In my opinion, I say he's the best D tackle in the league, followed by our defensive tackle, Jalen Carter, who has been dealing with a illness this week. They said some type of virus going around, but he's been practicing. Brandon Graham, can't forget Brandon Graham. Graham's been practicing. I'm expecting him to be able to go in this game. But yeah, definitely gotta make sure that Chris Jones is not, a wrecking ball in this game. That we have him blocked, and accounted for. Cam Jurgens and Landon Dickerson, both of those guys were battling injuries in the NFC Championship game. They've had 2 weeks to recover, and definitely those 2 weeks you're going up against Chris Jones. So O-line, definitely a healthy O-line, a focused O-line, and I believe as a whole this team is extremely focused. They know it. No, they remember what happened 2 years ago. The guys that were here, and they do not want a repeat of that. Jalen Hurts, second Super Bowl in 4 years. 3 years. He's taking the team to. The team as a whole, this is our 3rd Super Bowl in 8 years. Harry Rose has done an amazing job building this roster up and turn them quickly into a Super Bowl contender. But we got to close the deal. And I'm telling you guys right now, that first Superbowl trophy in 2017-18, happiest day of my life as a sports fan. But I'm telling you right now, I am more hungry for that second Superbowl trophy than I was that first Superbowl trophy. I am more hungry for this second trophy than I was that first trophy, and I want it badly. And I know the guys like Jalen Hurts, they want it badly. You can just see Jalen Hurts' mentality, his mindset. The first time around, he was happy to be there. Get to his first Super Bowl, he was laughing it up and all friendly with Patrick Mahomes. This time around, he's locked in. There's none of that buddy smiley whatever. He's very locked in, and I'm telling you right now, I think Jalen Hurts is going to have a good game. What I think Kansas City is going to do, they're going to try to take away Saquon Barkley, and they may succeed with that early in the game, but I think later in the game, Saquon Barkley will break a couple big ones loose. But I think Jalen Hurts is going to have a big game. Jalen Hurts, last time we played these guys in Super Bowl 57, had a big game. He outplayed Patrick Mahomes, but unfortunately, that one mistake by him, a fumble, and the defense not being able to stop the Chiefs' offense is what ultimately cost us that game. But the Chiefs' offense, the Chiefs' defense is going to try and make Patrick. They're going to try and make Jalen Hurts beat them with his arm, and I think Jalen Hurts is going to go. He's definitely going to go after this Chiefs defense early. Keep them honest. Stretch the field with a couple deep passes, and of course, he has some of the best receivers in the league when it comes to going deep. And keep them honest. Stretch that field. Once you establish that running game, that will open up things to the play action pass, to Dallas Goedert, Grant Calcaterra, and then a couple deep ones downfield to A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson. Anias, if they ever let him get on the field, like I swear, Anias Smith hardly ever gets on the field. Johnny Wilson's another guy that I would love to see get involved as well. That's if they ever do let that guy, those guys get on the field. But A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, we're playing for that Lombardi Trophy. I expect these guys to come out big and deliver when we need them to the most. When their name is called upon, I expect those guys to deliver. But yeah, like I said, it starts with the big guys up front. The trenches. Get that running game going early. That will open up things to the passing game, and of course the play action, and then of course the passing game to A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson when he does get on that field. I'm picking, like I said, the Chiefs to win 30-27. I'm sticking with the old-fashioned reverse psychology. It's worked for me so far this year. This is the last game of the year, no matter what. Obviously, I just need to work for me again. One more game this year. One more game, and then we'll be celebrating in Philadelphia, in downtown Philadelphia, our second Super Bowl championship. That just sounds so great just to say that. We will be celebrating in downtown Philadelphia our second Super Bowl championship. Last time we played the Chiefs was in the regular season last year. Beat them 21-17 in Kansas City. But that was, of course, a regular season matchup. The Chiefs have been, a thorn in our side, sort of, since Andy Reid, of course, left the Eagles to go coach the Kansas City Chiefs. of course, has the Super Bowl championship at our expense. Let's not allow it to be a second one, you know, at our expense. But everybody got to do their job. Offense, special teams, defense. Everybody has to do their job. Jake Elliott's been struggling this year as a kicker. We need him to be on the money in this game. We need him to be spot on in this game. Making those kicks, those extra points, very crucial against a team like the Chiefs. A team like the Chiefs, if you shoot yourselves in the leg, they will make you pay for it. And they are a very disciplined team that rarely ever turns the ball over. If we can get a couple turnovers over them in this game, that'd be great. Brandon Graham back, you know, what will likely be the last game of his career. Very likely last game of his career. What a great way it'd be to go out, you know, in New Orleans, the Super Bowl. He gets a game-winning strip sack on Patrick Mahomes, just like he did on Brady in Super Bowl 52. That would be great. You know, Ray Lewis, you know, when his last year with the Ravens, they played the Super Bowl at the Superdome. He was coming off an injury as well. But he went out with a storybook ended for him, you know, winning the Super Bowl, going out as Super Bowl champion. Fingers crossed that that's the same way that the great the great Brandon Graham goes out as well. Yeah, man. Last time I checked, the Chiefs are a slight favorite, a 1.5 favorites in this game. A lot of people in the media are picking the Chiefs to win. And I'm perfectly fine by that, because when people doubt the Eagles, that's when the Eagles are at their very best. So I say, hey, continue to doubt us. I know these guys are pumped up. They're fired up. Jalen Hurts wants that Lombardi trophy. You know, he came so close to it 2 years ago. He's here to finish the job. He's here to get that Lombardi trophy. And I do feel good about this team. But like I said, I'm going to stick with the reverse psychology. Not saying that it actually works, but, you know, I've been picking against this team since early in the season, and it's worked every week for me. So I don't see no reason to change that. But yeah, this is it, man. This is for the Lombardi Trophy. This is for all the marbles. You know, there is, no matter what the outcome of this game, there is no more football after this until August, if you count preseason. But, you know, no meaningful football until September. So this is it. Championship. Who is going to rise up? Who is going to be that hero in this game for the Eagles? Who is going to rise up? That remains to be seen. That remains to be seen. But there you have it. There's my Super Bowl 59, about to say 57, 59 preview. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Fingers crossed, man. Let's close the deal here. Let's beat these Chiefs. Get our revenge for Super Bowl 59, for Super Bowl 57. Let's get our revenge, just like we got our revenge in Super Bowl 52 against the Patriots for beating us in Super Bowl 39. So, yeah, let's get that revenge, boys. Let's bring that Lombardi Trophy back to Philadelphia. Become two-time world champions. Let's go, boys. I'm fired up. I am absolutely pumped. I want that Lombardi Trophy badly. Let's bring that trophy back to Philadelphia. As always, go Birds. Spunky 991's out of here. Flag will fly. Peace.
That's all, folks.